If you're making art that no one ever seems to see, then this video is for you. If you post and then silence, you spend all your time making art, creating your posts, writing the perfect caption, and then posting, and then nothing happens except maybe your mum likes it and your best friend. Maybe you walk into your local gallery and you look around and you think, I'm too late. Who am I to create work? Who am I to think that I can sell my work? And if you're over 50, it can really seem like there's some sort of secret marketing party that you're not invited to. Everyone's talking algorithms and content strategy, and you're just thinking, I just want to sell my art. Does it have to be this hard? Here's the truth. It's not your age. It's not the fact that you've missed the boat. And it's definitely not the fact that your art's not good enough. What's missing is a repeatable, kind, simple way of being visible. Not a 57-point marketing plan, not a you have to post 3 times a day or you failed. Just a small, steady rhythm that puts your art in front of the right people often enough that they can recognize it and love it and want to buy it. That's all a marketing plan is, a visibility rhythm that gets you income. Imagine this instead. You know roughly where you're going to show up and how often you're going to be there. And you know that each little action is gently pointing towards your commissions, your workshops, your originals, and your prints. You're not trying to be everywhere, and you're not trying to be a 22-year-old content machine. You're choosing a handful of simple habits that respect your energy, your health, your grandkids, your family, your other commitments, and leads to inquiries, which lead to sales. And that's what we're building today, a marketing rhythm that is gentle and clear and completely aligned with your life and with your buyer. And that's what step 4 in my 7-step plan to artistic success is all about. How you'll be seen and heard by the people that are most likely to love and buy your work. Or in business language, your visibility and your marketing strategy. If we haven't met before, I'm Simone. I'm an abstract artist. And before I did that, I worked for many years in the corporate world as a senior business analyst. So I've seen both sides of the coin. Now I get to blend those two worlds, the creative chaos of my studio and the calm, nerdy joy of turning big ideas into small, doable steps for us artists. By the end of this video, you'll have a simple step 4 marketing plan you can fit on one page, 2 to 4 core marketing habits that you can stick to, a weekly marketing power hour that connects your art, your offers, and your income. So grab your notebook or your art journal and let's design a way for your art to be seen and heard without burning you out. By the end of this video, you'll have a repeatable marketing plan that you can implement over the next 90 days that's going to respect your buyer, your offers, and your energy levels. Before we dive in though, let's place step 4 in the bigger picture of our artistic plan to success. Step 1 was all about your purpose and your direction, who you are as an artist and where you want to go. That's your vision or your mission statement in business talk. Step 2 was all about who you create for and why. It was about defining your ideal buyer or your target audience. Step 3 was all about what I offer and how I earn. So what products it is that you're selling, how much you're going to price them at, and how that income is going to flow into your business. Step 4 is all about how we can get people to see you enough so that they can say yes to a sale without you needing to be everywhere every day. We're building a sustainable visibility system. Instead of waking up and thinking, oh no, I have to post something, but what? After this, you'll know exactly what you're going to post and exactly when you need to post it and exactly where you need to post it. And here's the really important point to understand. Your posting strategy is not about creating for the algorithm. Every habit will quietly support your step 3 income plan, your main offers, your best sellers, and the kind of work you actually want to make. We're also going to be really honest about the kind of life that we're living now. Your plan needs to work with your energy levels and your other commitments. And I warn you, if you're waiting to start until you have 100% confidence and 100% energy levels, then you're going to be waiting to post until 2075. We need something that we can implement successfully with 60% energy levels and working around our other commitments. Now let's build your step 4 marketing plan together. Step 1 is anchoring back to our buyer and our offers. We don't start with what am I going to post. So at the top of the page, we're going to write 2 things. We're going to write our ideal buyer that we did in step 2, and we're going to write what our main offer is, and we did that in step 3. So if you haven't done those steps, I really recommend you pausing here, going and watching those videos, doing the steps, and then coming back to do this, because each step in my plan builds on the previous step. Next, we decide where it is that we're actually going to be visible. Remember, you do not need to be everywhere. In fact, please don't be everywhere because it is a fast track to overwhelm. Instead, we're going to pick 1 to 3 main visibility channels. And they will be where your buyer actually spends time and you feel comfortable enough to show up in without wanting to throw your phone into the sea. So that might be one of the online social platforms like Instagram or YouTube or Pinterest. It might be through your weekly email letter or a collector's note, or offline it could be local galleries or art trails, cafes, salons or boutiques with spare wall space, art fairs, open studios or local markets, printed mini lookbooks or postcards that you hand out or you mail. So once you've chosen your channels, so taking into consideration the channels that you've defined and where you feel most comfortable, I now want you to circle 1 to 3 those channels. Then next to each of the ones you've circled, I want you to write a short sentence on why you've selected that channel. It could be something like you've circled Instagram and your sentence would be, that's where a lot of my buyers are and I like taking process shots and posting them there. Or it could be local markets because meeting people and talking to people face to face is more comfortable for me than working online. Or it could be email because you feel that's the best of both worlds. It's online, but you're also dealing directly with your buyer. And the next step is designing your repeatable marketing steps that you're going to take on these channels. So let's walk through some options. And as I'm going through these options, I want you to make a note of ones that feel doable and comfortable for you. So here's some weekly options, and you'd pick 1 to 3 of these. 1 studio story on Instagram, a work in progress, your tools, your sketchbook. 1 new art day post, a finished or in progress piece with a simple story and a how to inquire or buy. 1 educational post, framing tips, paper types, sealing work, color choices. 1 behind the scenes photo, your workshop and inspiration walk, material close up. Pinterest, pin 3 to 5 images of your work or detail shots. Now fortnightly, choose 1 to 2 of these or something similar. 1 YouTube tutorial, time lapse or YouTube short. Add 1 new artwork to your website or online shop and share it once. Record a short talking to camera clip about the story behind a piece. And then monthly, choose 1 to 2 of these or something similar. 1 email newsletter or collector note with 1 to 3 new pieces of work in progress, a short story, and a clear way to buy or stay in touch. 1 mini analytics review. Note your top 2 posts by save and comments and choose to repeat those themes or formats next month. 1 gallery, cafe or boutique pitch with 3 to 5 images and a short friendly note. And then quarterly, choose 1 of these or something similar. 1 small studio sale weekend, online or in person. 1 collaboration with a local maker, florist, photographer or interior designer. 1 themed print or product release offered to your newsletter subscribers first. So by the end of this section, you should have chosen up to 3 weekly habits, up to 2 fortnightly habits, and 1 habit each for monthly and for quarterly. Write them down clearly as my first draft marketing rhythm. If it helps, start it with every week I will, every fortnight I will, every month I will, every quarter I will. And now in the final step in this section, we're going to link each of our offers to a marketing habit. Every habit that you've defined and chosen should gently support your step 3, or well, should gently support 1 or more of your step 3 offers with a call to action. So here's an example to help you along, and I'm going to use our acrylic painter creative. And they've defined a habit of posting a new art post every Friday. And in that they share their finished painting with the inspiration, the size, the price, and a call to action line like DM or reply painting for payment plan options or to see this in your space. So from a monthly habit, our painter has decided to send out a newsletter, which they call their new work roundup. And this has 2 to 3 available pieces and 1 work in progress. And the call to action is to have links that they encourage the reader to click on to see these works of art. And for their quarterly habit, they've decided they're going to have an event and they're going to release a small themed collection, for example, coastal blues, and they're going to offer it to their mailing list first. So there's some examples. But the most important thing to remember is for each habit that you've selected, you need to define which offer that habit is going to support and how you will mention or hint to that offer in a way that feels very natural and story-led. And that may be 1 line in a caption, it may be a PS in a newsletter, or it may be a reminder that you are now open for commissions. The goal is not to become salesy or slick. Your goal is to ensure that every time your art shows up, it's pointing to an offer with a call to action. Now we're going to sanity check your plan against your actual life. So look back at the habits you've chosen and think, could I actually and realistically do this with the commitments I have in my life at the moment? If the answer is absolutely not, then the plan needs adjusting, not you. That's the important point. You need to adjust the plan, not yourself. And this might mean posting less often, choosing easier formats like a picture rather than talking to camera or filming, swapping YouTube tutorials for simple time-lapse filming, or dropping your quarterly event. So now I'd love you to refine your list. I want you to look back over it, and anything that feels heavy or produces anxiety just thinking about it, I want you to adjust it to something that feels lighter and more easily doable. And then I want you to write a bare minimum marketing week, or star those habits that you've already selected that are the bare minimum you would get done in a week where you're extra busy, or you've got extra commitments, or your energy levels just aren't where you need them to be. This is your fallback plan so that you're still showing up every week, but gently. So now that we've got our marketing plan, what we're going to do now is schedule our marketing power hour. So what is a marketing power hour, or whatever you'd like to call it? It's where you sit down for 30 to 60 minutes every week. This not only kickstarts your marketing strategy, but it also ensures that it continues with a gentle rhythm. You don't have to call it a power hour if you don't want to. You can call it marketing with tea, or my visibility planning hour, or Monday planning, whatever feels most comfortable for you. So just decide the day of the week, the time of the day that you're going to do this. And remember, think about when your energy levels and your availability and your commitment levels are at their highest. So that may be in the morning, you may find that that's at lunchtime, or you may find that that's in the afternoon. And then to ensure you've got some kind of structure, write down 3 to 5 tasks that you'll do to get your marketing habits going for the next week. And this is important. Make sure you schedule it in your calendar like you would a doctor's appointment, a dentist appointment, or a client meeting. Now, if you're still feeling a little bit unsure or hesitant about what you need to do, I'm going to give you some prompts or some questions to get you thinking about answers to help you write your marketing habits. So here's some questions to ask yourself. Which one main offer do you want to sell more of in the next 3 months? If you could only show up in 2 places for the next 3 months, which would you choose and why? Which platforms or spaces feel more natural or enjoyable for you right now? Looking at a realistic week, how much time can you genuinely give to marketing without burning out? Which marketing actions feel light, playful, or meaningful, and which feel like heavy homework? For the example habits, which 2 to 3 could you imagine still doing on a tired week? Are there small habits you're already doing, like sharing studio shots with friends, that you can do a little more intentionally? For your main offer, what is one simple way you could show it regularly? Detail shots, process stages, buyer stories, time lapses, for example. For each habit you're considering, can you write one sentence about how it could lead to an inquiry or a sale? If not, how could you tweak it? What are your current non-negotiables in life? Health, family responsibilities, job, rest? How should your marketing plan respect those? When you imagine your ideal marketing week, does it feel energizing, neutral, or draining? What could you do to remove or simplify? What could a bare minimum marketing week look like if you were on a busy, fatigued, or stressed week? When in your week do you usually have the most mental energy, morning, afternoon, or evening? How can you place your marketing power hour there? What small ritual could you make marketing power hour feel nicer? Favorite mug, music, a candle, or a different seat? Who could you tell about your new marketing rhythm so they can gently cheer you on? Imagine yourself 3 months from now having stuck to a simple marketing plan. What do you hope is different in your inquiries, your confidence, and relationship with sharing your work? Remember, you don't have to get this perfect. You're allowed to change your mind, and you're allowed to let it evolve, and it will evolve as you do as an artist. Because a simple, imperfect plan that you use always beats the perfect plan that you never look at again. So what have we done? We've learned to see marketing in a new way. And that's not shouting or pretending to be someone that we're not. It's about finding clarity and sustainability in a marketing plan. You've done something amazing. You've created a marketing plan that's tailored to your buyer and to your offers. You've created a gentle rhythm with habits that can support you without burning you out, complete with a bare minimum week that you can do when life happens. And most importantly, you've given yourself permission to show up in a way that fits you now and not who you think you should be. In the next video, we're going to build on this visibility work by looking at how you stay sustainable and organized behind the scenes. Your time, your energy, your systems, the stuff that keeps all of this actually doable. So if you ever feel like I start with good intentions, but then my life derails all my plans, the next video will be for you. If you'd like support in creating a real working plan, then please stay in touch. Subscribe to my newsletter. And don't forget that when you do, you're automatically entered into a monthly draw to win a free one-to-one hour-long coaching session with me. You can download my 7 steps to artistic success plan and template. The link is in the description below. And if you're an artist who's ready for some more personalized support, then have a look at my coaching offers. The links for those are in the description below. I work with artists who are serious about making income from their art and having the kind of art business that supports their life, not the other way around. Just wait for the truck to go past. Although I don't know if you can hear it if I'm wearing this. Anyway, a big truck. Oh my goodness, how many more trucks are going to go up and down this road today? Honestly. Stealing. And now the street sweeper's gone past. It's all happening today.